Welcome to Blazing Baseball, episode number 156. We blaze through today's baseball topics, and we're Astros and Yankees fans.
Yes, sir.
So right now we are watching the Yanks against the Rays.
They better win.
Yes, and
But they're losing 1-0.
Angels and Astros are warming up.
Yeah, not yet. 9 minutes.
And yes, earlier today we had the Giants at Cubs, and the Astros will start in 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
The Giants at Cubs with Chicago winning 4-2. Sorry if I mispronounced any names of this podcast. The win going to Smiley, the loss to Rodon, and the save to Hughes. And then playing now, we have the Cards at Pirates and the Mets at Marlins, the Bum Sox at Orioles, the Nats at Phillies, and the Rays at Yanks. And warming up, we have the Blue Jays at Rangers with the Blue Jays Stripling, who is 7-4, versus the Rangers Dunning, who is 3-8. And then we have the Angels at Astros with the Angels Lorenzen, who is 6-6, versus the Astros McCullers Jr., who is 2-1.
He's back.
And then we have the Tigers at Royals with the Tigers Wentz, who is 0-1, versus the Royals Lynch, who is 9-4. And then we have the Reds at Brewers with the Reds Lodolo, who's 3-5, versus the Brewers Alexander, who's 2-2. And then later today we have the Guardians at Twins with the Guardians Quantrill, who was 11-5, versus the Twins Bundy, who was 8-6. And then we have the D-backs at Rockies with the D-backs Davies, who was 2-4, versus the Rockies Marquez, who was 8-10. And then we have the Dodgers at Padres with the Dodgers May, who was 1-2, versus the Padres Clevenger, who is 5-6. And then we have the Braves at Mariners with the Braves Morton, who is 7-5, versus the Mariners Ray, who is 12-8. And then we have the White Sox at A's with the White Sox Giolito, who is 10-9, versus the A's Pruitt, who is 0-1.
15 games tonight. Full stack, 30 teams playing baseball. Well, it did not go well for the Yankees last night. The Yankees lost 4-3 to the Minnesota Twins. Yankees had more hits than the Twins, but they didn't have as many runs. It was 10 hits for the Yankees, getting 3 runs, where the Twins had 8 hits, but they got the 4 runs. Judge had a double, and Hicks had a double, and Aguilar had a home run, but it wasn't enough for the Yanks. The losing pitcher was Peralta. He's 2-4 for the season, and his earned run average is 2.55. Cole started the game. Check that. Cortez started the game. He went 4 innings. He gave up 2 hits and 2 earned runs. His earned run average is 2.73. The winning pitcher was Jax. He's 6-3, and his earned run average is 3.39. There were 35,551 fans at Yankee Stadium disappointed last night in the loss to the Twins. The Yankees are 83-55, still first place in the AL East, and the Twins are in second place in the American League Central. They're 69-67. But the Yanks are going against the Rays tonight, and they're losing 1-0.
Yes, pitching for the Yanks is Frankie Montes, who is a right-handed pitcher with a 3.81 ERA. And then pitching for the Rays is Rasmussen with a 2.68 ERA. And up first for the Rays is Diaz at third base, batting .287. And then Franco at shortstop, batting .263. And then Rosarena at left field, batting .270. And then Ramirez at DH, batting .322. And then Lowe at second base, batting .231. And then Margot at right field, batting .297. And then Bethancourt at catcher, batting .242. And then Choi at first base, batting .227. And then Siri at center field, batting .212.
Come on, Yanks.
Up first for the Yanks is Judge at center field, batting .302, and then Torres at second base, batting .236, and then Hicks at left field, batting .212, and then Kiner Falefa at third base, batting .269, And then Andujar at DH betting 243. And then Cabrera at right field betting 192. And then Peraza at shortstop betting 278. And then Higashioka at catcher betting 193. Excuse me. And then Gonzalez at first base betting 201.
All right. Well, they had a big ceremony for Derek Jeter, and they put his number 2 out in the outfield next to Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig and all the great Yankees. So he's enshrined at Yankee Stadium, Bronx, New York. Go Derek Jeter, the captain.
Yep. Yeah, I watched all the Captain episodes, and
All right.
they were all good.
Yeah, that's awesome. The Astros were off last night. Oh, did you do the lineup for the Rays already? You did the Rays.
Yes.
Okay. So
Not the Astros.
there's the Astros. All right, we got it.
Yeah, so pitching for the Astros is Lance McCullers Jr. with a 2.08 ERA.
Yep.
And then pitching for the Angels is Lorenzen, and he has a 4.94 ERA. And up first for the Angels is Fletcher at shortstop betting 268. And then Trout at center field betting 278. And then Otani at DH betting 267. And then Ward at right field at betting 261. And then Rengifo at second base betting 274. And then Thais at first base betting 333. And then Duffy at third base betting 255. And then Moniak at left field betting 156. And then Stassi at catcher betting 186. Up first for the Astros is Altuve at second base betting 290. And then Pena at shortstop betting 247. And then Alvarez at left field betting 289. And then Bregman at third base betting 267. And then Tucker at right field betting 261. And then Mancini at first base betting 254. And then Chazzy Fizz-McCormick at center field betting 235. And then Hensley at DH betting 375. And then Maldonado at catcher betting 176.
Yeah, because I can't say the Riz for the Yanks right now because he's on the DL. So I can only say the Fizz for the Astros.
Yep. And according to CBS Sports.com, Astros Justin Verlander throws Friday with that issue.
All right.
Good news.
Good. He's okay.
Mm-hmm.
First pitch is thrown in the game.
And then according to
it's a strike.
Yes, the New York Times, it says MLB will voluntarily recognize minor league union by James Wagner.
All right.
So
it's good.
Yep.
Yep.
The next
It's
step.
all going according to
Mhm.
plan. I think they're going to get their big payday in 2023.
Mm-hmm. And by CBS Sports, title says Nationals catcher Kaibiaru was hospitalized with swollen testicles after taking a foul ball to groin. It's pretty
Ouch.
a bad one.
Oh, that's a bad one.
Yep.
Oh boy. I hope he gets better.
Yep.
Oh boy. That hurts.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, are we up to the standings? Are we done?
Yeah, we gotta do the standings.
Okay, we're gonna do the standings. And I got a story. Okay. September 9th.
Yep, in the AL East, the Yanks are in first place, 4.5 games over the Rays.
Oh,
In the
boy.
AL Central, the Guardians are 1.5 game over the Twins and the White Sox. In the AL West, the Astros are 11 games over the Mariners.
11.
And the NL East, the Mets are 0.5 game over the Braves. In the NL Central, the Cards are 8 games over the Brewers. And then in the NL West, the Dodgers are 19 games over the Padres.
Okay. Dodgers are 6-4 in their last 10 games. St. Louis is 7-3. The Mets are 5-5. Houston is 7-3. Cleveland is 3-7. They're slumping. And the Yankees are 5-5. They lost last night. So the Yankees got to snap back. They're down 1-0 right now, but they got to come back. Hey, look at this. Major League Baseball's Players Association says the 2023 rule changes impact the integrity of the game itself. They don't want it.
By Fox News,
By
Scott
Fox.
Thompson.
Yeah. So Major League Baseball voted today and said, hey, we're going to implement this new timing scheme where you have 20 seconds to throw or you're going to balk. So they had a vote and the league decided that, yes, they're going to do it. And when then the players made an announcement. Here it says, but the MLBPA issued a statement saying all players involved in the joint committee did not like the new rules. Players live the game day in and day out. On-field rules and regulations impact their preparation, performance, and ultimately the integrity of the game itself.
The statement said on Twitter.
They should not do that timing thing.
The statement on Twitter said, players, player leaders from across the league were engaged in on-field rules negotiation through the competition committee, and they provided specific and accountable feedback on the changes proposed by the commissioner's office. The Major League Baseball was unwilling to meaningfully address the areas of concern that players raised, and as a result, players on the competition committee voted unanimously against the implementation of the rules covering defensive shifts
unanimously
and the use of a pitch timer.
Timer's out. The base is okay. They like the base. They don't want that timer. And we were saying the fans don't want the timer. The fans aren't complaining that the game isn't fast enough. And the fans like being at the baseball games and they're buying food to eat. And it's good for baseball if it goes a little longer.
Yeah.
It's not hurting anybody.
Yeah.
It's more relaxing.
Yeah. I like to watch baseball.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the more baseball,
the better.
The better. Yeah.
Simple as that. Okay.
And the Rays are winning 1-0.
And what happened with the Astros?
It's still zip.
Zip, and Ohtani's up. That's Ohtani? Yep.
Any other baseball topics you want to go over today on this baseball podcast?
That's it. Full stack tonight. Friday night baseball. Enjoy it all, Blazing Baseball fans.
Yep. And we'll catch you all here tomorrow on Blazing Baseball, Blazing through tomorrow's baseball topics. Peace.
Peace out.